If there's one city in the world that doesn't need an introduction, it's this, London, Europe's largest and most diverse metropolis. A city that's been home to 3 generations of immigrants. A city where more than 200 languages are spoken. A city of contrasts between the East and the West End. A city which houses the rich and the powerful and is yet home to the penniless. Where there's tradition and the avant-garde. The kitsch alongside the elegant. It's a magician's hat. It's got everything. Everything except sunshine. What better place to begin than in the heart of this dynamic city at Trafalgar Square, built as an homage to Admiral Horatio Nelson, who defeated Napoleon at the historic War of Trafalgar. This column has been very popular, especially with dictators and conmen. Hitler intended to take this to Berlin after invading Britain, and a Scotsman is said to have sold this to some dim American tourist for the sum of £6,000. And just to make sure the column doesn't feel too lonely, he also sold the Big Ben and the Buckingham Palace. Much older than the Times Square, and yes, bigger too. Trafalgar Square has today gathered a huge symbolic, social and political significance and has become the country's place politique. All important political demonstrations are held here, including the contentious Afghanistan and Iraq wars. David Beckham's model by Madame Tussauds has stood here as part of a publicity stunt. The late musician Larry Adler suggested that a statue of Moby Dick be erected here, which would then be called the Plinth of Wales. From history to fine arts, London has a lot to offer. The financial capital of the world progresses without compromising on the things that money can't buy. My next stop is a place that is a mecca for classical music lovers and traditional Brit food. Can't come to London and not do fish and chips.
Okay, so we've got some place fillets here.
Whole eggs, not just egg yolk, white, and milk.
Yep, okay. Okay, we've got here some white breadcrumbs, and you just dipped it in egg.
Yeah.
It'd stick to the fish properly.
Why the egg before the breadcrumbs? Because the breadcrumbs won't stick otherwise?
That's right, yeah.
So it's one for the other. We use the flour so the egg sticks, and the egg helps because the breadcrumbs stick, and it also forms a layer which will steam the fish inside, and that's how it cooks. Right. Coming out at 190 degrees,